next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from the bank. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it, and he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up, and he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Drop this one down for Henry. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You love a huddle, okay? You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And somebody jumped on it around the 5. Who's got it? Oh, officials say it's going to stay with the offense. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder, you got to play longer than your opponent, and when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Calvin Austin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. A pistol snap. Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll go for it. Rodgers gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Steelers...
Going again here, it's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Connecting on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Play action here with Rodgers. Here's the dump off to Warren. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Again, Rodgers. Puts this underneath to Warren. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Another Steelers first down.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
319.
Rodgers from the gun. This one's caught. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. Throwing again, Rodgers. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get their first points of this game just before halftime. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. for Warren here to start the third. And he gets him around 6 there. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
319.
Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense up to the line fast.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw on first. He's got it inside the 25. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down. Here's Rodgers. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
To throw again here on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Warren on 3rd down. He'll have the first down and even more. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Hits his running back. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
First down, here's Lamar. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Jackson's going to throw again. The left side caught by Andrews. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Warren here from the gun. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Warren once more. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw it. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back. Nowhere to go but for a sack.
From the gun, Jackson bails out of the pocket quick. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Report.
To throw. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to dime coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 14 and the Seahawk first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We go set.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, you can still sold down the earth.
looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
319, 630, jump out!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Darnold. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Here's Rodgers. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
And the Steelers first down.
Inside.
1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Shift, 630, 319, 319.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers again now. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. 40. Hits the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
26.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A pistol snap. Rodgers. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
On the run. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He cuts through the defense and goes room to burn into the red zone. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 78 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Right on the doorstep now. Here's first and goal from inside the 1. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
The 37-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
They'll throw third and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
Yards on the play. And the Steelers'
26.
first down.
Rodgers going to throw on first. On the move, headed right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Hey, 620.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Fails to find his running back. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They'll throw again. Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. We go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Yeah, the first carry for King Henry. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
1. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game, they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
3rd and 2.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
They run with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he will get into the end zone. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That is caught. They get the 2-point conversion. What a start to this one. An 8-0 edge.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. On play action, here's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's the former Raven, Patrick Sweet. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
2nd and 18.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
3rd and a long way to go. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Rodgers on 1st down. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
The 35-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 31 yards.
34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Second and a yard.
Back north. No. 319.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's out wide to Warren. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
Jackson's pass.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard
Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion goes Likely. 3rd and short. Jackson forced out wide. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Fourth down. Jackson. Now will work his way out right. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to go out of bounds, but it's a moot point, really, because it ends up being a turnover on downs. A first down throw from Rodgers. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6. Second down, they need 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
First down for Aaron. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
319.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's made by Thielen. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On play action, Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Williams. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. He'll take this forward. For about a yard at best. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
He's got Frymuth open on the left side. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Once again, it's Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
319.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. The master of play action, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
A first down throw for Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Jackson up top again. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. One of those exciting moments in a football.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Nice little juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Right to the air is Rodgers.
Completes it to Austin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now it's Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
3rd and long.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. 70, Warriors, 70.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Tight, 19 tight.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, 52 yards. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I have a zinger or two. I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Rodgers. They're quickly to Thielen here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37.
To throw is Rodgers. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
4 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To the air with McCarthy. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
At the 32-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 53 yards. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
So often we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 12-yard line.
70 Lion, 70 Rick, 7 Pirate, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. COVID-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yo. Sit on. You at X. Sit on.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 65 yards.
And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 60 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go right here. Go right here.
A first down carry for Henry.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
4th down, here's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, Rodgers.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now it's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Steelers first down.
Open man once again. It's Thielen. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Adam Thielen from 6 yards away.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
His kick is good.
Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They set up the screen for Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Off the option, here's Henry.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Now 2nd and 3.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it's third down. Third and 13.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Rodgers. Got his man. It's Warren. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
It's fourth down.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And boy, possession.